Hey, everybody, it's Doug Green, and I'm the publisher of Technology Reseller News. We're back with another edition of Pots and Shots, where we learn about the migration issue, copper migration, and the amazing opportunity that exists for the partner community, the channel community. We learned a little bit about TELCLOUD today. We have a special guest, Ian Tearle of Ericsson. Jake, first of all, thank you for joining me again. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks, Doug. Good to be here.
And we have with us today Ian Tearle of Ericsson. Ian, thank you for joining us.
Good evening, good morning. I'm not sure where we are or what day of the week it is or the time, to be honest. But good evening. Thanks for having me on board, guys. Looking forward to this conversation.
Well,
thanks for joining.
I have a feeling, people will be watching this possibly over the holidays, possibly afterwards. But I want everyone to know Ian donated time after hours and during the holiday season to help make this podcast possible. So, Ian, thank you very much indeed.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I believe in this solution and this alliance that we're building.
Well, that's excellent. Ian, can you tell us a little bit about what you do at Ericsson and about helping the drive to innovation in the telecom infrastructure?
Yeah, so I'm originally from the Wi-Fi background, and my role is I'm the technical alliances partner engineer. So my job is to find a solution such as the TELCLOUD solution, see whether it fits with what Ericsson does and how we deliver internet access and the services that we build on our platform through the likes of NetCloud Manager. And then I break it. I will literally get a piece of kit. Jake kindly sent me a box. It's still working, to be honest. I will test it, I will break it, and then we look at how that integration helps and actually how that drives forward in the marketplace with what we see across the world.
So yeah, Jake, help me understand a little bit more about this partnership between Ericsson and TELCLOUD and how it's a critical step for accelerating the global POTS replacement efforts.
Yeah, well, good question, Doug. So as you know, the TELCLOUD solution, the back end is based around POTS line replacement, and we need connectivity for that, right? And especially in emergency situations or emergency lines like life safety lines, fire, elevator, blue light emergency phones, we need that connectivity to be really unbreakable. So we have to, the way that we do that is we do that with cellular connectivity. And so we partner with the best router companies in the world, and therefore you get Ericsson. Cradlepoint became Ericsson. And so when we look to expand, we started in the United States, but now we've got a global footprint in our partnership as a technology alliance partner of Ericsson. We partnered together. Ericsson brings the router. We partner with the best carriers in the world, put that connectivity in those routers, and then marry those routers with the TELCLOUD solution to replace POTS as a team, right? And so we've done that. We're looking at opportunities all over Europe, specifically in Germany, the UK, and in many other countries. We'll be showcasing this technology at Mobile World Congress. And Ian's helped us kind of, like you said, vet the solution, make sure that it meets the standards that Ericsson has, and then partner together to go serve the needs of these customers that, need this copper replaced over, the next, several years.
Hey, Jake, can I just interject on that point?
Yeah, please.
As you can tell from my dodgy accent, I am from the UK, and we do call them routers. However, the point about making sure that it meets the correct standards, the correct certifications, is the simple things like being built into a fireproof box. It's the fact that you can look at the SIPs. When we as Ericsson look at a solution, we don't just look at a box and go, it's a cheap piece of kit, it'll go in, it can use internet access, it will work. We want to work with you guys like yourselves to deliver a solution that is certified. And that's a big thing here. You walk into any medical environment, you walk into any fire brigade, any police force, any lift provider, having that certification and all the features that you have built on the back end just complements what we do as Ericsson. You're bringing the best of breed products together to meet a safety need. In theory, with what we do, you could be saving lives.
Yeah, and again, that is the mission, right? These are life safety lines, and I appreciate everything that you've done for us in this partnership, because we have these standards that we, live up to and have to meet in the United States, but then going internationally and making sure that we've checked all those boxes and work together to do that and make sure that it's compatible, make sure that it's working in these different, sometimes harsh environments where you need the best of the best. So it has been a great partnership. We're very excited about the growth, both for, marrying these two solutions together. So it's been great partnership so far.
Very much so.
Ian, we're at the top of the year. We're looking at the bottom half of the decade. When you look ahead, do you think customers and markets will be most focused over the next 5 years? How is Ericsson preparing to meet those needs?
And that's a really great question. When we look at the way the marketplace has changed and the way the marketplace has grown, for example, let's take the POTS replacement. You go back 5, 6, 7 years, it was a talked about thing. 5G as a primary wireless connectivity was a talked about thing. And I think now we've got to the age where we have the technology, we have the management, we have the certifications, and we have the capability to drill down and look at things that deliver what we need today. That actually means as we move forward in the next 5 years, we look about how we can look at things differently. So, for example, if we were looking at this from a pure primary POTS replacement technology, we could just use 4G because it's a speed. It does what we need it to do. But actually, when we start drilling down into this and we start looking at the capabilities to add in a failover benefit there, so actually we're using POTS replacement, we're adding in failing because the Ericsson solution can provide that at the same time, we're going to need 5G. So those technologies as we move forward, and we're beginning to talk about 6G.
Right.
And we have to support those technologies as we move all the way along to grow this market out and make this market stable. I very much believe in our Ericsson solution because I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't. I believe in what TELCLOUD are doing, and we will in 5 years' time be in front of the marketplace delivering solutions that have grown with the need of the market. Because something will pop up with AI or a different need from a PSTN perspective or from a cellular perspective that we will have to grow and we will have to deliver.
Yeah. And just to jump on that, Doug, as we've talked about in past podcasts, POTS lines are end of life, right? So they need to be converted. The need for that communication path is not going away. So what that means is that, to Ian's point, our solution needs to last 5, 10, 15, 20 years, right? So the reason that we engineered the TELCLOUD solution in the POTScast box to last 20 years, right? We needed the cellular connectivity away from that, right? It doesn't make sense to build it in a box where then you're going to have to replace that box in 5 to 10 years. So by marrying the Ericsson solutions, which are already on the 5G path, and like Ian said, to the 6G path, and now that wireless connectivity is so reliable and the networks are so reliable that it is used now for primary connectivity as well, not just backup anymore.
Massively.
So wireless is primary, and now wireless is fast as wired line. Right. So marrying those two solutions together and having the flexibility to be able to have a solution to transform that copper and provide that path for the next 20 years is why this partnership makes so much sense. And I think, we've paired these. We're very focused on the POTS side. Ericsson's very focused on the wireless side. And that's why it makes it a good partnership.
And on that point, actually, this is what we do as the TAP team. We bring the best of breed products together because we know that as the market changes and the need grows, there's no point in us choosing something that might work. And 2 years, 3 years down the road, I have to change that box or that solution because it's not future-proofed. It's not protecting the customer's needs.
That's right.
So, Jake, you've been talking about this partnership. Does this partnership represent something broader, something bigger that's emerging as we modernize the network, modernize the infrastructure?
Yeah, I definitely. So I think, Ericsson has a great program. It's called the TAP program, Technology Alliance Partners. We are one of the partners, right? We focus on the POTS line replacement. But there's a lot of different partners out there for the different needs, right? Ericsson's a Cradle Point was a fantastic router company, and and it is that's why Ericsson decided to acquire him, and so there's a global need, right? So, but there's many different solutions that all revolve around wireless connectivity, and so that's why that program exists. We're happy to be a part of it. I think it makes the most sense for us to be in that spot, and as our we fine tune and evolve our technology, because even though we're doing it today, we're replacing those copper lines, like Ian said, things evolve. There's new devices out there, new things that potentially need that integration with legacy equipment, and so we're committed to work with Ericsson to make sure those solutions are there.
So have you guys done things to make it a little bit easier for partners to access this thing? It sounds like it's a great opportunity, but sometimes partners pause because they go, I don't know if I'm able to do all this.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's all about keeping things simple. We have a 1, 3, 5 year license. We have an essentials. We have an advanced license. Working with TELCLOUD and bringing this into Europe, and working with one of the large distributors, and because of the customer needs that have been discussed, we have the same licensing model. So a partner can go and buy a 5-year Ericsson license, a 5-year TELCLOUD license, and run them at exactly the same time. So there's none of this, all my Ericsson license running out, or my TELCLOUD license is running out. It's all being done at the same time to make the partner's life a lot easier. I don't know whether you want to have any comments on that, Jake.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was very important when we started looking at it, and we actually just asked the customer, right? How can we make this simple? And I think we do that well together. Is we listen to the customer, we look at their needs, and that was a big point to them of being able to align. So it's coterminous licensing. So we've aligned with Ericsson, and like you said, you can get the 3 or 5 year or the license, and so it's very easy to track and maintain, and there's a lot of benefits to that. So
yeah, excellent.
And now we get to the part of our Pots and Shots series where we take a world tour of the very best tequilas in the world. Jake, what do you have for us today?
So we were chatting a little bit earlier, and I know that Ian, you said that you had some experience with tequila. You're more not so much shots anymore. Again, this is called Pots and Shots, but it's funny that the thing about our tequila that I bring here is that it's the best tequila in the world, and it's not meant to be as a shot, but more sipped. So I have this tequila for you. I'm sending this to you so that you can enjoy it. It's a beautiful bottle. It's called Dame Mas Reserva, and it is a extra añejo, which means that it has been aged about 5 years. And so this one is aged in a slightly charred oak barrel that was used to age cognac. So it's got this beautiful, smooth flavor. So I think I don't know if you've ever tried a mezcal, but a mezcal is more of a smoky flavor. So it doesn't have quite that. It has a little bit of smoke because of the charred barrel, and it's got that. It picks up that cognac flavor, but it is very smooth. Again, it's a beautiful bottle that you can display, and I've got one for me and one for you. So I'm sending this to you, and then I want you to give me a call when you get it, and we'll enjoy it together. And so,
definitely,
it's a fantastic bottle, and I hope you enjoy it. So
thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to sipping that.
Yeah, sipping. So big rock or just neat. So I like it both.
Yeah. We always put that in our podcasts as a major tip to everybody watching, that don't offend that tequila by putting it into a cocktail or a margarita or something like this. This is sipping stuff.
Yeah, that's one of those you do not muck around with.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Not the tequila you've experienced in university or college. Well, that's absolutely true. All right. Well, guys, first of all, thank you again for sharing with us the Pots and Shots. This is a really amazing opportunity for channel partners in 2026. Ian, you were just telling us about the accessibility of the program. Where can people go? Where can they learn more?
That's a great question. So we do have other partners that do all sorts of weird things. We do IoT type connectivity. We do a bit of security with the likes of the Palo Altos of the world. You go to our website, and thank you very much, cradlepoint.com/partners/for partners, technology partners. You'll find a list on there of all the partners that we have. And I really want you to go and have a look at TELCLOUD and see what we do together, because I got a great feeling we're going to make a major success of this. And it'll be great to take some partners along for the ride as well.
We appreciate the partnership.
And you guys, like I said, this is for people. There are always these MSP guys that are they're not telecom. They're not from that telecom world.
No.
You guys are keeping it. If I've never done telecom at all, can I do this?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, TELCLOUD has got, we've got resellers that do, the majority of the work, and then we've got resellers that just want us to do the whole thing for them. So you partner with Ericsson and then TELCLOUD, and we bring the solution together, and we can deploy for you. So it's really it's as simple as identifying opportunities within your customer base to being a full-fledged technology partner where you're doing the ins and outs of wireless connectivity and telecommunications. So we have the gamut, and we're here to help. You can find out more about TELCLOUD at telcloud.com or 844-900-2270. We absolutely love this partnership with Ericsson, being part of this Technology Alliance program, not only here in the United States, but globally, making a big push into Europe. There's a massive need. We talked about it in the past. It's over 1 billion lines globally that need to be replaced. And, we're doing it together, and we'd love to invite you as a channel partner to come in, and so that we can help your customers.
And
Jake,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Doug. Jake, the point you're saying there is immense. Any partner that is doing anything with wireless WAN or doing anything with any customer that has PSTN in place, this is an opportunity for them to actually go out and get more revenue, get more foothold in that account, protect their customer account base massively.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen,
sorry,
I really
Doug, didn't mean to step over you there.
Oh, absolutely. You couldn't have said it better. That's what I was sort of looking for. My parting thought was the parting shot with the POTS and so on was that also POTS replacement, it seems to me, is a great opening to talk to maybe a customer you've never been able to talk to before, even if telecom isn't your gig.
That's right. Yeah, it's a great way to open the door, have the conversation, do some discovery, because there's a massive need, right? So prices are super high, reliability is not there. They need to support this communication path for many years to come, and Ericsson TELCLOUD can help with that.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining me today. For those who've just watched this Pots and Shots segment, we have a whole bunch of them available online. You can learn everything you need to know about this opportunity. Be sure to go to the two websites, check it out. Thank you very much indeed. But for now, thanks very much for joining me today, Ian and Jake.
Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ian. We appreciate the partnership, and thanks for being here.
Thank you very much, guys. We will make a success of this.
Awesome.